Hi, my name is Gwen Alexander. I'm the author of the book Losing Weight to Gain Control, Loving Your Weight Maintenance Journey. I'm also a weight loss coach, a speaker, and a pianist. I know it's quite a combination, but I enjoy doing all of them. Today, I want to give you 4 steps that you can take to start your own weight loss journey. Now, the goal that you want to have is whatever way that you lose the weight is the way that you need to be able to continue for the rest of your life. When I was younger, I was an emotional eater. I didn't know that then, I know that now. I ate to deal with any negative feelings that I had or didn't want to deal with. And those habits continued with me into adulthood. So what happened is I eventually had gotten up to, I was 270 pounds. But years ago, I had lost a bunch of weight, but I gained it back and was back to the 270 pounds again. So about 4 years ago, I thought, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. But the thing was, I knew I couldn't do it in the same way like I did before. I actually had more time to where I could exercise and more money to buy certain types of foods. I didn't have that this time. So what I did is I sat down and looked at what actions I could take at that time to help me to get to my goal. Now, I have to admit I wanted it to go away really fast, but eventually I realized that wasn't what the goal should be. It should be whatever way I'm doing it is what I can continue, because however I get the weight off is how I have to keep doing to keep it off. So the first thing that I had to do, and I recommend the first step you take, is you need to reprogram your brain. You have to change the way you think of losing weight. Not that this is a sprint, it's a marathon. And also change the way you think of the word diet. Diet is nothing more than the way you eat. Most of us would probably think when you hear diet, you think, oh, I can't have that, I can't have this, take it all away. You're just taking away everything that I like. But no, all it is the way you eat. So even if you continue eating the foods that you're eating now, know what you're eating. Try to eat a portion size. Instead of saying I'm going to have a whole bag of Oreos, which, you shouldn't do, maybe only eat 3. Or maybe even better, say I'm not going to have the Oreos, maybe I'm going to go get a banana or an apple or something like that. So a diet isn't that you can't have, but you need to start being conscious of what you are eating. Don't just eat just to eat and say, well, this is what I like. So you need to start changing the way you think of the whole process. Think of it as, okay, I'm taking steps in my life that I can do the rest of my life. So if it's something you don't think you can continue, don't do it. Eventually you might decide to do it and think, okay, it's something I can do, but don't do it just because you think it's going to get you to your goal quicker. Make sure it's something you'll be able to sustain. So start reprogramming your brain on the way you think of weight loss. The second step that you want to take is you need to start logging what you're eating. And that's either writing it down, or there's several apps you can use where you can log your food. One of the things I do is I actually write mine with a pencil, because sometimes I have to change things depending on what my schedule is. But the main reason why you want to do that is you need to actually go back and look at it every now and then. I look at mine once a week, because what you want to do is you want to look for patterns. Do you notice you eat a certain way at a certain time of the day? Do you notice you eat certain foods at a certain time of the day? You could even be eating healthy, but you can still maybe overdo it on your eating fruits, and you're overeating on your fruits. So you need to know what you're eating and why you're eating it. The third step that you want to take is try to get some type of physical activity. And you may be thinking, oh, I don't like exercise. You know what? If you don't like doing a certain thing, find something else. Running around playing with your kids is exercise. Do you like to play tennis? Maybe, that's exercise. Do you like just to go out and walk? I usually tell people just to start with walking. That's how I started. You don't even have to walk an hour or miles. Just say, okay, I'm going to walk down the street 5 minutes and then turn around and come back. Wow, you just took a 10-minute walk. And then maybe try to do it 2 or 3 times a day, or a week, sorry, not a day, a week. So you don't try to incorporate everything into your life at one time. My exercise I usually do is anywhere from 45 minutes to 60 minutes. And I've learned I don't like to do over 60 minutes. I don't want to do over 60 minutes. I don't have time to do over 60 minutes. And I still have to plan them according to what my schedule is. But what I like about my exercise time is that's the time that I take to de-stress and to get my thoughts together. I shut down all my mobile devices. I do not want to be bothered because that's my time to rejuvenate. Now you may say, well, I'm physically, I can't move very much. Well, even if the only mobile physical activity you can do is maybe standing up out of a chair is a lot of activity for you. Say I'm going to stand up 3 times right now, and then maybe the next time you're going to try and do 4, or the next time you're going to stand up and take 3 steps across the room and go back and sit down. The thing is, it doesn't have to be some kind of extreme workout. I just got to 2 years ago where I could do insanity workouts. When I was 270 pounds, I could not do those, and I was not going to try and do those. Now I'm down to 200 pounds, and I've lost several inches off my body, so I can do those workouts, and I still have to modify some of those movements. But the thing is, I actually enjoy doing that. I enjoy seeing what I can do. And I still enjoy walking. I don't do the same thing over and over because one of the things I learned about myself is I get bored pretty easy. And so like I do different types of workouts. I don't do the same thing every day or even every other day. And so, try different things. See what you'll like. So step 3 was try to do some type of physical activity. And remember, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. So don't try to do 3 hours on the treadmill to make up for a meal that you made. And then step number 4 is the one that I think is the most important. You need to take care of you. Don't wait until you hit a magic number on the scale to say, now I'm going to start living my life. Don't wait until you get to a certain number to start dressing well. Dress well at the weight that you're at now. Don't wait to say, I'm going to wait to go out and try to meet new people when I reach a certain number on the scale. Start looking at your relationships now. There may be some that you have to say, whoa, I need to take a break, or, we may need to not talk anymore. You need to start looking at the way you want your life to go. Because if you're not happy where you're at right now, when you take the weight off, you're not going to be happy. Years ago when I had lost the weight before, I thought when I hit that number, I was going to be happy and everything was going to be great. And that lasted for all of 5 seconds until I stepped off the scale and then thought, now what? I hadn't built a life to where I had went out a lot and did things with people. I didn't do interesting things. One of the things I did this time is I said, I'm not going to just sit around and wait until I get to a certain number on the scale, and then I'll go out and try to create a life and do things. There was one winter here where it was really bad, but my goal that winter was I wanted to at least get out once a week and go to something, I don't care what it was, in my community. And I would look at the papers and look online to see what was happening. And, that was, and actually I remember that, and that was the beginning of 2015 this year, because it wasn't a number on the scale goal, but it was a goal to help me to get out of my shell and go out and meet new people. So don't wait to start living when you hit that magic number on the scale. Now, I want to end this with saying make sure that you check with your doctor before you try to do any type of program, because you want your doctor to be involved in this also, and you want to make sure that you're ready to do some of these if you're going to exercise, or maybe there's a special diet that you need to follow, or food program that you need to follow, and your doctor can help you with that. So I want you to let me know what steps that you're going to take to start your own weight loss journey. If you go to my website, thegwenalexander.com, you can follow me on different types of social media. I'm on Facebook and Twitter. But like I said, let me know what steps you're going to take, because I love to know what other people are doing to get their lives to where they want it to go. That's really, really encourages me to keep doing what I'm doing. And I'll end with this, with one of my favorite sayings that I keep in front of me all the time. Go out and create a life that you don't have to escape from. So this is Gwen Alexander, author of the book Losing Weight to Gain Control, Loving Your Weight Maintenance Journey.